Your favorite teacher like ever in life?
Mrs. Bai year 2, hands down.
My year 2 as well, Miss Schilling.
Right.
Miss Schilling.
Miss Schilling. She was great, classic.
For me, it was
So
not
good.
Miss Patient. She was not my favorite teacher. Favorite teacher ever.
Mr. Gray.
History teacher.
You remember his name? Or her name?
You know their name, I think.
Yeah, history teacher. Who else? A teacher that really... Anybody else? Two more teachers.
Favorite teacher.
Mr. Salinas, chemistry.
Oh, Mr. Salinas. For sure.
Mr. Kelly, band.
Anybody else?
Mr. Johnson. Also history teacher.
Hey, there we go.
Both of them history teachers.
Dr.
Love, maths.
Dr.
Dr. Love.
That's a baller right there.
Dr. Love.
That's a story in itself.
Is it?
It is.
Our next storyteller is a person who is honestly, other than Jeff, is probably the best teacher in the world, definitely in all of Hong Kong, and specifically in music. She is phenomenal and amazing and wonderful, and she will be highly missed as she travels, but she has greater opportunities ahead, and so we're really excited to have her here for the last time, unfortunately, but we're really excited. Next up we have Desta!
I've heard this song one other time when someone told me to use it. Alright, so I'm Desta, and you just found out that I am about to leave Hong Kong in 3 weeks. I'm moving to Cambodia. I got a new job teaching music, another international school. And I've done this before. I started in the States, and then I left Seattle area for Korea. I did Korea for 2 years, and then I left there to come here. And it's hard to say if I love or hate going. You know, I love packing. I'm that person. I write all my clothes down that I'm gonna bring. I pick a color scheme. I'm like, everything's gonna go with blue. And then I plan it all out so I can mix and match. When I went to Europe in high school, 3-week trip, I put on all the outfits and I took a picture and I printed it and I pasted it into my journal. When I was on the trip, I flipped through my journal. What should I wear today? Like a little menu. I think I'll wear this one. All the mix and match combos. I love packing, but I hate vacuum seal bags. Trying to fit all your clothes into these little vacuum seal bags. You don't even get the satisfaction of the zip. No, you're like pressing all your clothes in there, and then the zipper is that squeezy thing. I don't know if you've tried to use it. You just squeezing it across, and hopefully it's sealed. So you vacuum all the air out, and then you to hear if you get that because then you know you didn't vacuum it, you didn't seal it well enough, or there's a hole. So you're getting the tape, you're taping it up. And you're trying to fit your entire wardrobe in these vacuum seal bags. I hate that. But I love writing cards for people. I love making birthday raps and writing them in little poems, saying all the meaningful things about that person. I think it started back when I was a kid and I had a card making CD-ROM. For those of you who don't know, a CD-ROM is a disc. And you like put it in your computer, and the app is on that disc. So I'm on my card making program, and I'm like, all right, I need a picture of a hippo in a tutu. So I'm like Googling, copying and pasting the pictures, and then I like find a picture of my friend, and I like cut their face out and put it on the hippo's face. And I'm like, oh no, what do I write in it? So I go to the Hallmark card store, and like reading cards to steal all their good sayings. I'm gonna type it in like I wrote it. I love making greeting cards. But I hate the hand cramps you get writing cards when you're trying to fit all the meaningful things about your colleagues and how great they were to you your 3 years and the friends you're leaving behind, and you just can't write. You're taking breaks and just writing and breaking and writing and breaking. I hate the hand cramps you get from all these cards. But I love planning trips. I'm booking the Airbnbs, I'm reading the reviews, I'm using the credit card points to get the free tours in the Mardi Gras Museum because it's $20 and no one wants to pay for that. When I go home to the States, I stay with my dad, and I book every second of the day. I'm like meeting a friend for breakfast, meeting someone else for lunch, third person for dinner, someone else for drinks. All day. I got 4 people every day of my 3-week holiday. My dad says to me, can you go back to Hong Kong? Like, I talk to you more when you live in Hong Kong. And then I'm always like, oh, but I'm going to do one trip in the U.S., so I'm going to book a flight. I'm going to use my airlines miles because I got the airlines credit card. Get the airlines credit card. So I'm going somewhere else. And at the airport, always going to the airport lounge. If you haven't been in an airport lounge yet, you don't know what you're missing. Airports are loud. In the States, there's like children running around, they're screaming, all the food is expensive, and you're just like, I hate my life, these chairs are so uncomfortable. You pay like $50 or use your free credit card entry, you go to the airport lounge. I'm talking business class style seats. We're like lazy boy lounging. Your seat has its own plug. You can charge your phone at your seat. And it's buffet food. I'm like, I just paid like $50 to get in here. I would have paid $50 at the Starbucks anyways. I'm eating all the food. I'm just chilling. And it's quiet. Airport lounges are so quiet. So I always check into them whenever I travel. That's the best part. But I hate being on a flight and all of a sudden the tears start streaming down your face. And you don't know why you're crying, and the person next to you only speaks Korean, and they can't talk to you, and the person across the aisle is like, what is this girl doing? And you're just like, I'm eating dinner! And I hope that this time, when I'm going, that these tears are for the great memories of Hong Kong, and their amazing friends and wonderful times, and not for the sadness of leaving a place behind. Because it is all part of our journey.
Yeah!
Let's give Desta another round of applause.
Thanks, Travels. Where in Cambodia are you going?
In Phnom Penh.
Wow.
If anyone's going, let me know.
Taking a bus transfer through Phnom Penh? That was it?
I mentioned this before, but I'll probably mention it every time. But I love when you're listening to a story, that I love the details. I love when people say specific names or specific numbers, digits. But I also like when there's a scene that's painted in the image of your mind. And every image is different for every single person. So for me, in her story, I visualize myself in the airport, and I'm thinking about she was talking about the Korean person next to you, like, or all the people really loud and the kids running around. I just think of, like, when I'm thinking of LAX airport specifically. Like, that's the airport in my mind where I think, like, oh, it's such a mess. Like, it's too big, it's too messy. What airport did you see yourself in when you were thinking of this story?
Hong Kong airport.
Moscow, same difference. They're being crazy, everyone, and if you go to a lounge, it's like...
Can I say,
I saw myself writing letters.
Oh, nice.
I had a shower in, like, a transfer from Malaysia via Hong Kong. I got a shower in Hong Kong airport, and that was super nice. But the lounge was dreadful. It was so crowded and noisy, and actually Hong Kong airport is really spacious. I was like, the shower is like 100% worth paying for, but the lounge was a real letdown. I would rather pay $50 at Starbucks. It's like an average morning.
That's what I love about the story. Everyone pictures it a little bit differently. The image in your mind is different from the image in mine. All right, so we're going to take another little break, and then we'll come back with the last 2 storytellers of the night. If you're feeling a little bit hot, again, go downstairs. The aircon is on and blasting. I think we'll get some more water if we're running low, but don't worry, just have fun, drink your fill, and we'll get the next storytellers up shortly. Thank you.
Peace.